Hi and welcome to yet another Facemaker video tutorial. I am Nuno and today we'll be creating a watch face for the Garmin Venu X1. So the Garmin Venu X1, I think it's the first Garmin rectangular watch that has been implemented. There we go, it's this one. And the watch face we'll be creating is this. So I created this watch face based on, I don't know, some other watch face I saw on the internet. And I thought it would be good for us to show some of the new features. So yeah, this will be the watch face we'll be creating, and I hope you like this video. So let's start. The first thing, as usual, I am going to import the image to use as a reference. Okay, so here on GIMP I am going to copy the image, so Control C, and here I will press Control V, and there we go. Just like that, we have the image imported, and this is the reference image. So let's start naming stuff. And by the way, this is something you should always do when you start creating a watch face, which is to give it a name. So I call it Fizz X1 Garmin. There we go. And as usual, I will call this file WIP for work in progress. So I like to have a WIP file and then a final one, because this one will allow me to have all the layers unmerged and unoptimized, so that I can do some change I need later. And then I merge all the layers, rename the watch face here, and I save it without this part, or just call it final or whatever. This allows me to go back and do some change if I don't like the final result on the watch. This is just my workflow. You may have yours, so yeah, it's just an advice, okay? So we have the reference image imported, and now I am going to add the background image. So this one will be the first one we create. There are several approaches we can use to create this background image. I will use this one, but you can use any other you prefer. Right now, I'm going to put this new image on the top left, right there, and then just press Generate. And let's make it the same size as the screen, so 448 by 486. And there we go. We have the background image. And let me just remove the reflection because it can get quite, distracting. Now I'm going to lock it. And as you can see, it's covering the whole reference image. Now we need this sort of a pattern you see here on the background. And for this, the best way, at least in Facemaker, to achieve this is by using a pattern image effect. There we go. Now, right now the image is hidden, so let's bring it back. The best way to replicate this, I think it would be, now let me see here, blank note. Yeah, it's this one, okay? So, but now you'll notice that these lines here are thicker and they don't have the same height. So what we can do here is first, I am going to stretch them just a little bit on the x-axis. So let's go 125. And yeah, I believe this will work. And never mind the color. We can use, later on, we can use any effect like gradient or fill color to change the color of these lines, okay? So first focus on creating the shapes. Now, we have these lines, but they are not the same thickness as these here, okay? And I think I can still stretch them a little bit. Let's go 160, or maybe less. Let's go 150. So now I'm using the arrow keys. When you click one of these controls, you'll notice that you don't have fine control of this handle here. But if you click it, you can then use the arrow keys left and right to increase and decrease the value. Okay, so let's go 150, and then I am going with a border effect, and there we go. Now I will use white for now. It doesn't really matter because, as I said, we will be filling this with a gradient effect. So right now I think they are more similar to what we have here. And now we need this color, this gray color. So I'm gonna add a fill color. There we go. And I will select this color here. And by the way, when you're creating your watch face and you select colors or gradients, you should save them on this palette here. Watch face colors, watch face gradients, because then they will be saved with your project file. And that means that if you open this project file tomorrow or the next time you open it, these colors will still be here for you to use them, okay? And they are specific for this watch face. They are not general like these here. These are always available for all watch faces. And you can have them here too, but I advise you to use this palette instead, okay? So this is saved. And if I now hide the reference image and bring this back, you'll notice that we have, yeah, more or less what we needed. And I guess this will work, so yeah, let's use it. Now, we have another structure here, which seems to be beneath this one. So how can we achieve this look? Well, you could, for example, cut this image here by using a shape and then replicating that shape, or creating another one using a gradient like this one here. But I have another way of doing it. So right now I am going to create a new shape. So image. And I'm going to draw a vector. So gonna enable the guidelines and start drawing this vector. There we go. The first click and the second one. And now we try to replicate that curvature you see there. Okay. Now we only go a little bit past the center guideline here, the middle guideline, and then we go down. By pressing Ctrl Alt, we can keep this straight line you see here, and then click just on the edge, and then you can fine-tune it and bring it down just a little bit more. And now Ctrl Alt to make a straight line and go all the way to this edge and then up. And now we can just simply connect these two and create a closed shape. Now I will fill it and never mind about the color, okay? So, and we will save. So we have half of the shape we need. Now I'm gonna add a mirror effect. And there we go. Enable the horizontal effect and voila, it's done. Now, first things first, I will crop the canvas and then crop the content to make it as optimized as possible. And since we will be using an effect, a gradient effect, this is important because the gradient will be applied from the start of the image to the end of the image. So the top to the bottom, okay? So now let's hide it. And we need to apply a gradient effect. So let's apply a gradient. And here I will try to choose the best colors For this, I believe this is black on the bottom, and then some sort of gray here. So I think this will work. And let's take a look and see what we have. So yeah, this doesn't look anything like the concept, right? Because we're still missing one final effect. One that will make this image look like it's above this one here. So right now, all we need is an inner shadow. There we go. And you can immediately see what is happening here, right? So I am going to increase the strength here, the 3, and increase the blur. And something like that, perhaps. And now we will increase the Y coordinate. So now you see that it looks like the shadow is coming from above. Can increase it further, but I think this this will work. It looks more or less like the reference image. Now let me take a look, and yeah, I think this will do. So, oh no, not this one. Well, I'm not sure. Just one moment. Here, I'm gonna hide this. Well, now I'm not so sure of what is happening here. Somehow I put the reference image above the others, so yeah, no wonder it was always showing on top. So there we go, and yeah, and this one should be above. And now we can hide this one and bring this one. Okay, no, like this. Okay, so now, yeah, I think this will do. So, let me see here. I think this will work. So I'm going to apply all these effects. And here I am going to crop the canvas. To keep it inside the canvas, it had 1 extra pixel on each side because of the border effect I gave it to make these lines thicker. So yeah, I think we have a good result and we can now continue. So let's hide these, bring back the reference image right there, and let's make some other shapes. So I believe these here, the round ones, are in order now. So I'm gonna add an image and generate, make them smaller. This is way too small, I believe, but we will find the right width and height. Let's go with 115. There we go. And now we need to make this square a circle. There are several ways to achieve it. I can show you both, at least the 2 of them that I use most. The first one is this one. So when you're generating a polygon, you can choose the number of sides. So we can make an octagon, for example, or an hexagon. In this case, I can give it 100 sides and make a circle, just like that. And it would be done, but imagine that you turned off the generator and you want to make it a circle now. It's easy, just come in here on this icon here and press the sphere, and there we go. Now we have a circle, and we need to duplicate it 3 times. But I'm not sure that this is black, so I'm going to use a fill color and paint it black. There we go. Now this is the first step. Now we need to duplicate it. I'm going to use an array translation, and we need 3. Okay, and now all we need to do is increase the offset on the x coordinate. Right there, and they're all at the same distance, one from each other. And Yeah, I think this is a very good result. So now this is done. We have the basis for all the data types we'll be putting here, okay? And this time I'm going to use something special. We will have several different data types that will be selectable on the watch. So they will be watch options and properties, okay? Okay, so now we can proceed. Let me just see here if we have some other shapes. Yeah, this one here. Okay, so now it's time to show another new feature. So now we need a rectangle. So let's press generate. And this time I'm going to choose the black color immediately. So now it's black. And I'll try to make it the same width. So let's go 380. Oh, way too much. Okay. 320. Almost there. And there we go. And now for the height, 200 is too much. Now we scale it. Something like that. And increase the height, and I guess we're done. Okay, so now we have this, and I think I'm gonna try to center it better. And there we go. I think this will work. Now if you notice here on the reference image, we have rounded corners, and they're different. So the curvature here is different from this. And how can you achieve that? Well, it's an old feature which is called rounded corners, okay? And this allows you to round the corners of any shape. So in this case, I will go top left. And there we go. You can see there. And then we can adjust using the arrow keys, something like this. So we'll go 40. And the other one with the same curvature is the bottom right. So let's go and make 40 out of that. Okay, so now the top right has a larger curvature. So let's go 80 or maybe more, like 85. And this one also 85. So this is great because you have independent control of each one of the corners. But let's say you wanted something, you wanted the curvature to be the same on all corners. Before, you would have to move them independently, one after the other, just like this, right? So now I have implemented this. So if you press the switch, you can now just move one of them and the others will follow it, just like this, okay? So it's easier, I guess, to do it this way. So I'm gonna set these to 40 and this one to 85, just so we get that result we were looking for when we started. So let's go with 90. I think 90 is better. And there we go. Now we have this shape and we need this green border. So here I'm gonna add a border. There we go. And for now I will hide it, the shape I mean, and so that we can pick this color here. There we go. And this is in fact a gradient. Oh, sorry. I'm too clumsy today, so yeah, let's switch to the watch face gradients and save it here. And there we go. Now we can bring the image back and define the border width. This is way too much. Let's go with 2, and I believe we have a nice result now. And indeed we have. And very faithful to the concept image, I think. Now we also have this line that we can put behind. So We have several ways to do it. Again, we could generate a rectangle with 2 or 3 pixels high, but I will use the vector draw tool. So draw vector, click here, Control Alt, click here, and now I think I will select this color, this green color, just to save us some time, and add it to the favorites. And now let's set the width of the line to 2, or even 3 perhaps. I think 3 will be better. Now we need this to be located. Oh, it's hidden, right. Okay, as you can see, now this is working, okay? But the problem is we need it to fade here and here. As you can see here on the reference image, I have faded the line to go into, you know, transparency, to become transparent here and here. So what we can do in this situation is to first select this line we created and first crop it to content, okay? Then we will add a gradient. There we go. And here, first I am going to select this green color and push this to the left and this one to the right. And then I will click here again to add another control point. And this one we will go all the way to black and push the opacity to 0. And now we click here and add another one there. Okay? Now we rotate, and there we go. Now this may be too much, I guess, so we can push this a little bit to the right, and this one a little bit to the left, and voila! We have the effect we were looking for. And I believe I will save this to the favorites here on the palette, because I mean, I don't think we will be needing this gradient anymore, but yeah, it's good practice, I guess. So this is done, and we can now merge these two. So let's add, and this is a single image now, this whole structure here. But first, I think I will have to give it some shadow. So let's add a shadow effect. Now let's zoom in and increase the blur. There we go. And this will make it pop out just a little bit more. And you can even increase the strength, but I think this is too much. I want it to be subtle, okay? And there we go. We have that shape created. Next, I'm gonna hide everything, bring the reference image back, and I see that I have this shape here for the AM, PM information. And this will actually disappear when it's 24 hours format. So this will be a nice trick I will be explaining how to do. Right now, I think we can start by creating this battery image from scratch. How great is that? So I'm gonna add an image, and here I will generate, and then just turn off the generator. And now we can just simply scale this. And we need to scale it without maintaining the aspect ratio. So we have to turn off this switch here, okay? Now we can resize it independently. And yes, and now we increase just a tad, and there we go. I think we have a nice shape to start with. And now I need the rounded corners. There we go. And enable the all this time, because we need the curvature to be the same on all corners, okay? So let's start by moving this one. And I believe this will be good, at least for now. And now let's add a border. And this border, we need that green color that we will be using for the hours and minutes. So we might as well just pick it now. There we go. And now we will add, I don't know, 2 pixels might be enough. And let's try mode 2. And perhaps increase the curvature here. So let's go 30. Let's add the reference. And yes, this will work. So we have this basic shape with rounded corners. Now all we need is, you know what? I'm going to use this one here. So I'm going to clone it, unlock it, and remove all those effects. There we go. Now we have this simple shape we started with. I'm going to bring back the reference image because now I need to scale this. I want to make it the same size. Right there. Okay. And there we go. And now I'm going to add a fill color effect. And this will allow us also to pick this color. Because remember, gradients are different from colors, and you have 2 palettes, 2 different palettes for each one of them. So yeah, I think we have a nice result. Let me just unlock this. You might need to further increase the size here. Let's go with 6. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as the concept. As long as you look at it and it looks like a battery, I don't care. Okay? So yeah, let's make it just a little bit smaller. And yeah, this looks more like a battery, okay? So now we can merge these two, I guess. So let's do that, or rather not. I did a mistake. So this one, you'll notice that this is black. It should be transparent. And this is because we used a border. We should have used an outline. So I'm going to select the outline and select this color that we don't have. Okay, so we can pick it again, no problem, and add it to the favorites. There we go. And set the outline to 2, and then delete the border. And there we go. Now, if you notice, this is transparent. So the outline replaces everything with the outline, while the border just adds a border to the shape, okay? So I might increase the curvature here. And yeah, let's go with 36. And we can now just merge these two, so add, and we have the image of the battery there, okay? And I think it looks good. Okay, we can now proceed. So let's start adding some data. Since we have done the battery image here, why not start by adding some battery data here? So the battery is located on the system subcontainer, at least for Garmin. For other brands, it might be located on a different container. So here on the battery, I'm going to add an image set. There we go. Now, image sets are the most versatile type of widgets. You can generate just about anything from them. Here, I will generate an horizontal line. So, horizontal, there we go. And here on the color, I will go with this green color we generated, or that we saved earlier. Now I need it to be smaller. Let's try 80. Still too much. So, and remember, whenever you're generating images, you should scale them down here, not here, okay? Here, you're really creating an image with these dimensions. Here, you're just scaling the image, but the image, the original image dimensions will still be there. So I advise you to create the images with their final size they'll have, okay? So now, let me just place this better, and then we can scale it. I want to have a pixel all around. So something like this. Okay, now we need to give it sectors. So let's cut this image, and we can do that by increasing the gap size here. There we go. Now let me just take a look and see how. Yeah, I think this will work. This is done, and we can now just add a rounded corners again, just to make it a little bit rounder here. So let's go with 35. Oh, we should have chosen all. Now I have to do them all like this. But no worries. This is now done, and we have a working battery widget. If I press preview, you'll notice this grows, okay? It's working exactly as we want. But just about for any kind of widget that shows progress, you should have a placeholder behind. So something that, if you notice, when this is 0, you can't see anything. So you don't know where it can go. In this case, you know, because this is encased inside this battery image. But yeah, this is good practice, and I think you should do this to every image set or line widget or circle widget, okay? Which is to place a placeholder behind. So in this case, I will copy this frame, the last one, the one where the widget is at 100%, right here, okay? I'm gonna copy this image. So over this image preview here, I will press Control C, and the image is copied. Here, I will add an image on the background main container, and I will press Control V on the same image preview field. And there we go. Now we have a full copy, a static copy of that last frame of the image set. And I will use it to as a placeholder for this image set. But we need another color. So we need to make it darker. And you can do that in many ways. Go with a brightness effect and just lower it. And then we can place it on the same exact spot as the image set. And now look what happens when I press preview. And this might be too dark. You can increase it perhaps, just like that. And there we go. And yes, I think this will work much better. And this is now done. We can now proceed. So since we're on the battery, I might as well just add the image combo, which is, and I drag the reference image all the way up. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So let's show everything. There we go. Now we need a image combo here. So let's add an image combo right there, and let's press generate, select white, and we don't have the white color in the favorites, but we now do have, and I believe this is Roboto Bold. Let me just try. Let me see what we have here. Roboto Bold. Let's go with 30. And no, it's not Roboto Bold, but Roboto Medium, and we need it to be smaller. But as I usually say, if it works, you don't have to be so, a perfectionist with this. as long as it looks good, you don't have to do exactly as in the concept. And now here we need the percentage sign. So I'm gonna add an artistic text. And there we go, just like that. We can put it here and lock it. And now let's bring everything back, hide the reference image, and let's preview. And yeah, it looks kind of good. I want to put this artistic text down here, because then I will be able to merge this with the background image, and this will be one less image to process, for the watch I mean. And now I'm selecting these two and dragging them just slightly to the right, because I don't think this was centered, or perhaps it was. I could even try to keep these confined to the same width as the battery image. So let me try one thing here. No, not this one, the image combo. Okay, let's move it to the right. And now it's aligned here, but this one goes beyond the battery image. So here on the artistic text, I am going to convert it to an image. And now we are able to resize it. So I'll turn off the aspect ratio and just scale it on the width. And there we go. And yeah, I think this is a nice touch. So I'll keep it like this, and we can now proceed. Let's stop the preview and start adding some more data. The battery is done. That's a fact. Okay. So now let's hide this, and yeah, I'm gonna add the hours and minutes. And this is very fast. So let's go into time digital dial, and here we will add an hours image combo. There we go. Press generate, and now we will select this color, and we need huge numbers, and this is not the font, of course. I think I know which one it was. So I think it was either this one. Yeah, it's exactly this one. Okay. Now we need it to be much larger. So let's increase this until we have the same height. And that's it. Now you'll notice that this is not exactly spaced as in the concept image, and that's because I did one thing. After I generated, I pressed crop to content, and there we go. Now if I push this a little bit to the right, you'll notice that this is exactly in the same spot, and just like in the concept. How great is that? So now here I am going to align to the right. You should always, for Garmin at least, you should always align the hours to the right, because if the user chooses the 12-hour format, it will show 2 on when it's 14 hours, and then the 2 will be located here, not in the middle and not on the left. So remember, always push them to the right, the hours, okay? Now, next, we are going to do the minutes. So, minutes image combo, press generate. And now we crop the content. And there we go. And now, instead of using a filled number, we will use the outline effect that you saw me use earlier. So here, there we go. And we need to select that green color. Need it to be thicker. 3 will do the trick, I guess. And we can now push it to the correct place. And there we go. Now let's bring everything back. And I think I'll align it to the right or center. It doesn't really matter because minutes will always show 2 digits, so it's not important, this alignment here, okay? You should pad it with zeros, otherwise this will happen from 0 to 9. So pad it with zeros and you're good. Okay, ours is done, or rather not. We need, I think I give it those, yeah, we have this. So we need that. I'm going to add seconds, but this time I'm not going to use an image combo. I'm going to use a second digit image set. So let me add it, generate, and then click this switch here, blinking dots. Oh, but this is round. I need to find a, there we go, Roboto Bold or even Roboto Medium will do. So yeah, they are round, so we will use this one. Let's go with a smaller size. And yeah, this will do. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Now, what this does is, let me just show everything but the concept. If I press preview now, just look at it. It blinks, yeah? Just like those old-fashioned digital clocks. So now we need a placeholder because when it disappears, it shows nothing. So I'll use the same technique. Here I will copy this image. You will see this is made by several images. Some are empty and some have those 2 dots. So I will copy this one here, Control C, and here on the background I will add an empty image and paste it. And there we go. Now we have a full copy of this image set, which is located on 205.96. So here, let's put it on 205.96, the exact same spot. So now I will add a brightness effect and lower it just like that. And now we can preview. There we go. We might even go lower than this. Yeah, it looks good, I guess. So this is done. And we can, oh, by the way, you should save every now and then. I will save it on the desktop. There we go. Okay, so this is done. Now I am going to show you one of the new features that I implemented some weeks ago, and it is awesome. I'm going to show you here. So image, or rather not image, sorry. Here I am going to add a new container, a date container. And here we have the Lunar face widget. And before, you could, of course, generate all the moon faces or all the looks of the moon, but it used an SVG font and it was very basic. Now let me show you what you can do. So I'm going to press generate, and immediately you see that this is using gradients. So you can choose just about any gradient you want. Let's go into the custom gradients. Here we can select just about anything we want, just like that, for example. And Facemaker generated all the necessary images. And what do the other buttons do? Well, this one makes it transparent or opaque. So you, if you put it here, let's make this smaller, something like 100, so it fits. You see, if you already have a black background, it doesn't really matter if this is opaque or not. And this is the difference. The other button here makes this line more blurry. So let's increase this. Now you'll notice that now this is more blurry, and you can go from 0 to 1. I prefer the look of the 0 setting. Okay, you can choose whatever you want. So I'm gonna place it here, and this will not be our final lunar face widget. I am just placing it right there. And now I'm going to show you another thing, which is awesome, because besides being able to use a gradient, just about any gradient you want, you can have the look you want on your moon, you can also use images. So let's say you have some image that you got from the internet and you want to load it on this lunar face widget and have Facemaker create the lunar face images for you. Now you can do that. Let me show you. So here I am going to open an image from my desktop, this moon image. And there we go. Facemaker created the images using that image I had, that single image, and created the lunar face for you, all the lunar faces. And you don't even have to fetch an image from the internet. If you press this button here, load from library, you can press it and go all the way down to the myths category. And I prepared some moon images for you that you can use. So you want a blood moon, you have one here. There we go. And Facemaker created all the images for you from a single image. How great is that? And yeah, but I'm not going with this one. I want, let me see here, perhaps the real moon image. You also have Europa, Enceladus, and even Ganymede. So yeah, you can choose from all these. This one might be fun also to use. Yeah, no, I'm going with the real moon image, Earth moon, and there we go. Now we'll use this image here, okay? And this is now done. And we can now turn off the generator and the lunar face is ready to use. But the problem is, as you go to new moon, you can't see anything. It's like nothing is there, right? So we need to have, as we did for the battery, for those two dots here, we need a placeholder. So for that placeholder here, I advise you to use a border. So you had a border, and there we go. When this is new moon, this border will show you that at least the moon was there. And here I'm going to use a dark gray, perhaps. And we should go darker. Let me just select. There we go. Now this might not be perfect, but from this distance I doubt that you'll notice that this is a little jagged. You could also replace it with some glow or some shadow, but I think this will work, so let's leave it as is and proceed. Now let me see here. I don't know if I have any other data. Now I don't know what the hell I'm doing today. I'm constantly moving the reference image above. Okay, so oh yeah, we have the date up here. So let's do that. Here I will add. Let's start by the weekday. So we need a weekday image set. Let's put it up here. And now let's generate. And this is way too large. So let's go with a 30 for now. And wow, I think this is almost perfect. Has to be just a tad smaller. Let's go with 28 perhaps, or 27. Yeah, 27 is good, I guess. Oh, by the way, and this is not previewing correctly. Why? Because I've been doing watch faces for Wear OS, where Sunday is the first day. And here for Garmin, at least in Facemaker, it starts on Monday. So keep that in mind. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There we go. And now if I press preview, today should show Monday. There we go. Now it's correct, and this is done. We can now proceed. And by the way, you'll see that this has some free or empty space around. You can optimize it by doing crop to content. And there we go. And let me just see if this is centered, and indeed it is. Okay. Now let's put it here. Now we need the month, which will be here. So let's add month, and let's use an image combo. Let's generate, and here we will use white. There we go. And we can even crop the content also, just to optimize. And this is done. And now we need month day. So month day, image combo. We need to lock these. So let me see. I think it's in the digital dial. And indeed it is. There we go. And now we can proceed and generate this one. We will pad it with zeros. So it always has 2 digits, even with the 0 here. Okay. So now this is done, and we need another artistic text here for that dash, that forward dash there. And there we go. Now lock it, unhide everything, hide the reference, lock the date widgets, and I believe we're golden. They're just not in the same Y coordinate, or rather they are. So yeah, this is perfect, and we can now proceed. Now with a new feature, a new great feature that I'm going to show you, which was implemented not long ago, like 2 weeks or less, which is called World Clock. So this is actually dual time zone for Garmin, and you can select other time zones and display them on your watch face. How cool is that? So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to hide everything, bring back the reference image, and you can see here that we have the LA, Los Angeles time, and this separator here, and we have this lettering here saying dual time zone. So let's do that. I'm going to add the, let me see here, World Clock City here. There we go. And let's put it down here. And I need it to be not white, but this light gray color, and add it to the favorites. And there we go. And believe it or not, this is done. Let's align it to the right, and then push it. There we go. Just like that. This is perfect, because we might have cities with that are larger. The letters are larger, and this will occupy to the left. This will grow to the left. Okay, let me just show you here and hide the reference image. You see, they're always aligned here, and this is the way to go, I guess. So I'm going to stop the preview and continue. We need this separator here, so it's just a simple I'll generate, and I'll try to copy this color here. There we go. We might make it square this time. It doesn't have to be round. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a nice touch. So let's keep it a square, and this is done. And then all we need is the hours and minutes. So you can, generate them as image combos. You can use text. Text is cheaper for the watch. I mean, the watch will be able to process them more easily than image combos. So you should use, every time you can, you should use text widgets instead of image combos. But that's not always possible, because sometimes you need smaller fonts that are not available in pure text widgets. So here, let's add the minutes. There we go. And this one should be added also. Let's put it down here. And those two dots. Yeah, we need those. So artistic text. Let's bring this down. Add the two dots. And put them there. And just in a few minutes, I'll show you how this works. For now, I am going to convert this to image and crop the contents. We're just optimizing the images, and we should do the same, I guess, here. Convert to image, or never mind, this will be merged with the background later, so it's not really important. Okay, and now we need that dual time zone lettering. We have there. So let's insert dual time zone here. There we go. Let's make this much smaller. Let's go with no, way too small. And yeah, this will do it. I just need to pick that darker gray color. There we go. Add it to the watch face gradients palette and place it there. And there we go. Now, I think we have a very good result. So now I am going to save, Control S, show everything but the concept image, and press preview. And yes, I guess this looks very good. We'll see how this works on the watch in just a few minutes. We need to pad the month here, so let's go into the date, month, and pad it with zeros. There we go. And yeah, I think it looks cool up until now. So now we can continue and start creating some options, or maybe not. I may give it some options here. Otherwise, if I do it for all of them, it will make this video too long. And yeah, I don't think we need it to be or to have options on all of these. So I'll do 2 options here, and the rest will be static. Okay, so now we're very close to finishing this. Let's take care of these circles and data on these 3 circles. Here on the reference image, we have heart rate, steps, and calories. So let's take care of them. Here I will add a new container, health, And let's go with the heart rate first. So, and it should be below the digital dial, although it's not mandatory because they're not overlaid. So yeah, they can be anywhere, but I prefer to have it organized this way. So here on the heart rate, I will add a circle widget. So it's this one here. There we go. Now we need to, oh, it's generated. Because the heart rate circle, or rather Garmin circles, use a simple color. But since these here are simple colors, we don't need to use an image set, which would be harder to process on the watch. So here, I'm going to use that green color. There we go, just like that. And I think it needs to be thinner. So right now, the line width is 10. I will go with 8. There we go. And then we can increase the radius. Perhaps 52. And there we go. So this is 52 and 8 of line width. And we have, yeah, we have a circle. Okay, so now we need a placeholder as usual. So let me just stop the preview. Here I'm going to add an image. And remember, the image can generate just about any shape you need. So press generate, and here switch to circle. There we go. Now we need a 8 pixel line width right here, and we will make it this color for now. There we go. And I can't quite remember what the yeah, it's 52. Okay, so generate, and here let's go with 52, and we should have a perfect circle for that circle widget we created. And the reference is up here again. I don't know what is happening today, but okay. So circle. This one is on 31251. And this image we created, I don't know, oh, it's here. 31. There we go. 251. So this is now in the same place as this circle, but we need it to be behind the circle, and it needs to be darker. So let's add a brightness effect and lower the brightness. And there we go. This is exactly what we need. So minus 60. And we can now put this on the background container and clone it and move it to the right. So I'm going to lock this one and then just push this one. Oh, I forgot to lock that one layer. I'm sorry, I'm going to lock it just so it doesn't get in the way. And now we will move this and clone it again and put it here also. So now we have all the 3 placeholders in place, more or less. And I think they should be a little bit, yeah, they have to go up just 1 pixel. So I selected all 3 with shift, like this and like this. You can also select them here. And then I used the arrow keys to move them all at the same time. And we also need to move this circle widget upwards. So -1 to 51. There we go. And there we go. Okay, you're all in the same spot. So now if I do preview, oh, it should go upwards, one more pixel, and now it looks cool, I think. Okay, that might just do it, I guess. So yeah, I think we're good. Now we need a heart image, I guess. Yeah, we have an heart image, and I'm gonna put it on the background container. Let me just stop the preview, and here on the stencils we will select a heart image. So this one, yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it will have to do. So crop the contents, scale it, and I'm gonna unlock the aspect ratio and make it larger, something like that, okay? And then apply the scaling, and here we will add a fill color effect and use that green color. There we go. And finally, here on the heart rate, we need an image combo. So the image combo, it's here. So it's this icon with 1, 2, 3, you see here, okay? And press generate. Let's pick it and push it down. Give it a white color. And let's try and find the right font size. And this will do just fine, I guess. Perhaps 26. Yeah, 26 is perfect. Okay, let's place it more or less where it should be, align it to the center, and pad it with zeros. And I think this should be 1 pixel above. And there we go. This is now done. We can now lock all these layers and do the calories next. So let's come in here, health and calories. So we will need, let me see here, we will need a circle. So circle, we will use the green color. There we go. We need it to be 8 pixels in width and 41, I guess. No, 52. Okay. 52 for the radius, and we place it right there. Let me just unhide everything but the reference image and just see if this matches the yeah, I guess it does. So this will have to do. It's not. No, now it's perfect. Okay, should be on 251. So this is now done. Now we need a calories image. So I will simply clone this one here, the heart rate one, unlock it, move it to the right there. And now we will go into the library and fetch one of those cool calories images that we have here. Let's go with this one. Now we have to resize it. But remember, since we have the image, the fill color effect, now it's being applied to this one too, which saved us some time, right? So here, I will put it next to the heart image, just so I can see here if the size, yeah, it now matches the size of the heart image. Looks a little, let me just see here. Now, I guess it will work. So we have to start locking layers, otherwise I'm always picking other layers. Here the heart rate is on 38, 32, 273. Oh. Okay. Yeah, now it looks better, I guess. Now I'm going to lock it and finally add the image combo. So the image combo for the calories, press generate, and there we go. Now I want to align these to the center, and we'll try to put it on the same exact spot as this image combo for the heart rate. So they're on the same Y coordinate. So 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, and try to center it. I won't even pad it with zeros. And yeah, I guess this is done. Now we can finally build this one, this last one. And on this one, we will have an option. So let me just think about what I'll put here. I think I will go with steps, just like on the original design. And let's say body battery, okay? So let's do that. Here I'm gonna add a container. And you have another video here on the Facemaker YouTube channel that covers containers and watch face options and properties. What this kind of container does is it allows you to have several other subcontainers that you can then select on the watch or on the Garmin Express app and change the data that is being displayed. So let me show you here. I'm gonna place this container here, and I think, yeah, it should be the same size as this circle. Something like that. I'm gonna lock it, and then I will add first the steps. Yeah, it's gonna be the steps. And here I'm gonna add a circle. So this one, and it's the same thing as the others. So let's choose this green color, make this 8 pixels wide and 52 radius. And let's try and put it in the right place, and there we go. I believe this is done, and now we need an image combo, and press generate. Let's center the numbers, and they should be located more or less in the same spot as this one. So 312, 312, there we go, it's perfect. And now I will add an icon, and since this will be selectable, we have to put this image inside the container, because when we select body battery, the icon also has to change. So let's fetch an image for steps. No, not on the miss, but stencils. There we go. Let's use this one here. And I will crop the content just to optimize it. I will add a fill color. Oh, we should have, yeah, already selected. Okay, so now I will unlock the aspect ratio and try to scale it so it looks more or less the same size. And there we go. Just a little bit on the width and height. Adjust it. It looks a little stretched, so I'm gonna make it thinner. Something like that, then push it to the right. And there we go. Now we have the first sub-container for the main container, okay? And this one, we will call it Complication. Or maybe center, Complication. And there we go. Now we need the body battery. So let's go into the ELF and select body battery. And Oh, we don't have a circle yet for the body battery. How are we going to solve this? Well, you remember I told you that the image set is the most versatile kind of widget in Facemaker because with it you can generate just about any other widget type. In this case, we need a circle. So let's add an image set, press generate, and right now we have the line type. Let's switch to circle, and there we go. Now we have a circle, and we can give it that green color, make it 8 pixels, there we go, and then 52 on the radius. And now if we zoom in, we should have a perfect circle for that. Working exactly like the other ones, okay? So let's press preview and make sure, oh, this has to be just a tad above. And there we go. Now, yeah, this is done, and we have a body battery circle widget. And here, now I'm going to add an image combo and generate. And now we need to switch to the white color. Put it on 312, I guess. Align it to the center. And perhaps pad it with zeros. Now I'm going to enable the guidelines so we see if this is located exactly in the center. And it could use a little tweaking, I guess. Something like this. And yeah, this is done. Now we can finally add the body battery icon by adding an image. And here I think we have something that will work just fine. This one here. Crop the content, and then we can scale it down, put it here, and use the fill color. And voila, we have all the widgets created. Maybe push this downward just a little bit. I think this heart image is a little too large. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. So I'm gonna make it just a tad smaller. Right there and right there. And perhaps the calories also. Like this. And there we go. Now, okay, so now you'll notice that here on this center complication, if we select it, nothing is showing here because you must select the default one. So select the main container and set the default one right here, steps or body battery. So let's select the steps, and voila, it's done. So I'm gonna save it, and the watch face should be ready. We just need to add some more things. The first one should be the always on display. So the always on display is the version of your watch face that will show when the screen goes off. And you should be very conservative with this, okay? Because the more elements you have on your AOD and the brighter it is, the more battery it will use. So keep that in mind. Always try to be conservative. In this case, I will only use the date. So here, Control C, I copied this whole container with all its sub widgets, and I will paste it here. Oh, it didn't paste. Okay, no problem. I don't think this is possible yet. I am just going to add, oh yeah, it's not compatible, of course. That's because the date has to be inside the widget main container. So here first you have to add a widget, and then I will select the date, Control C, and here Control V, and there we go. Now we have the date pasted on the always on display, but I will remove the lunar face. And of course we also need that artistic text with the /. It's this one. Okay, Control C, and I'll paste it here, and there we go. Now this is done, and next I will add the digital dial also. So Control C, widget, Control V, and there we go. And just like that, we have the digital dial all pasted on the always on display. So what's next? Oh, I also want battery. So we need that image of the battery we created. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's here, here, and here. I think we can merge these two. So add, and it's merged. And now Control C, and here. Oh, I need to add the battery first. So yeah, I need to copy both of them. So Control C, and here on the widget, Control V, and we have that. And we also need the percentage sign. So it's not this one, not this one, this one. Control C, here paste it on the battery, and there we go. And now we can also paste the battery image. Control C, Control V, and we need to put it behind the image set. There we go. Now if we press preview, and yes. Okay, so right now this should be done, but it's not. And I'll tell you why. Right now the AOD is way too bright. So I want to make everything you see here the same color, a dark gray color. And I know you'll say, oh, that looks dull. Yeah, it looks dull, but it will save you a lot of hassle with your screen. You'll avoid pixel burn-in. And it will also use less battery. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Fill color and go with a darker gray, something like this. Add it to the favorites. And now all you need to do is select the others, effects, last, fill color, month, day, last, fill color, text artistic, last, fill color. And yeah, you're right, it looks dull. That's the only name you can give it, but yeah, this is needed for your watch sake. You should always aim to have a darker AOD, because otherwise you might harm. Oh, by the way, you can't have seconds here, so I'm going to delete it, because the AOD screen only updates once a minute, so you can't have seconds. Okay, so last fill color, and let's finish this with, oh, here we can't do that. Okay, we can't do that here. Okay, that's because if I give it a single color to this image, the battery image, the placeholder, these bars here, will have the same color as the image set. So that won't work. Let me think about another way. So grayscale perhaps. Yeah, let's go with grayscale and a brightness effect. Okay, so here, effects, let's apply all, and then I need to increase just so we see what we're doing, and go with the fill color and select that color we saved, and there we go. I think this looks the same, this gray color, and the placeholder is no longer the same color as the image set. It's darker, which is exactly what we wanted. So here, just to finish this, last fill color, and last but not least, this one here, last fill color, and we have a finished watch face. How cool is this? So just to finish this video, I'm going to show you the whole process of optimizing the watch face and have it tested on the Garmin simulator. So here I'm going to start merging all these images. So first I'm going to save the work in progress version, and then I will come here and delete this. So this is the final version, and then I will do a save as, and I will save it with this name, and then we can start adding and merging all these images. And I know this is boring, but it will be worth it in the end. Just like that. We can delete the reference image, we don't need it anymore, and add and add. And as you can see here, we have a full finished image. I will crop the canvas, okay? And if you don't want to have this transparent part, because remember, these wavy lines don't have a black color behind, as you can see here. You can give it an image right here, put it on the top left, and then press generate, make it black. And I'm using a gradient. There we go. And now 448 by 486. And this is now the same height and width. We can now put it behind that image and then merge these two. So merge down and add, and there we go. We now have a perfect background image, which is not, which is completely opaque. Okay, so this should now be ready. I just want to make sure that everything here is merged. Or we don't need to merge anything here, and in fact we don't. So I think we're golden, and I am going to save it. File save, and then I will start the CIQ Simulator or Garmin Simulator. And now Facemaker is generating all the, we have out of memory error. Okay, now this is good. This is actually good, because I think the problem is the X1 can't handle multiple options with the world clock. Now remember, the world clock is being calculated on the watch, and this increases a lot the code that is included. You need a library, or rather a dictionary, which is a sort of an object or array of data, and that alone has 35 lines of code or more to the source code. So I don't think we can have these options here. We're gonna have to sacrifice them, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep only the steps and remove this complication here. Control C, and then paste it here on the widget. There we go. And we can then delete the center complication, and then push this down. And we will have only these three, but at least we will have the dual time zone, which is a novelty at least on this video. So now this is done. I'm going to save it and try the Garmin Simulator now. And let's see if we don't have... Oh, we're still running out of memory. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Yeah, Garmin watches are complicated, to say the least. Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices here and there. Just for the sake of showing you running on the simulator, I'm going to delete these two. And that should give us enough, and heart rate. And that should give us enough or less lines of code that will allow this watch face to run. And there we go. As you can see, it was way too much code for the watch to handle. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to have options and dual time zone. I know that what's causing this is the time zones, okay? It adds a lot of code to the watch face, and then the watch just can't handle it. But let me just show you here. Trigger app settings, and now we can press the menu here, which for the X1 is dragging this little, this element here to the left. And there we go. And now we can select world clock. Oh, out of memory again. This is not going very well, I would say, but yeah, now you get the picture. Let me just remove the steps also. I would like to show you at least the we changing the dual time zone here. That will be nice. Now trigger app settings, drag this to the left, world clock, and now we can select it. As you can see, it's too much information. You're going to have to do sacrifices if you want to have the dual time zone working on a watch face. You will have to sacrifice a lot of other information that you usually put on your watch face. But you can always see here on this window what is happening. In this case, I realized that it was way too much for the watch to handle. So now I'm going to change this to Buenos Aires. There we go. And now back, and there we go. Now we have the time in Buenos Aires, which is 3 hours less than GMT, or I'm not quite sure what they call it now, but it's the Greenwich Mean Time. Now it has another name that I can't quite remember. Okay, now that was a rectangular watch face for Garmin, and I'm sorry for this last part with all the memory errors, but those of you that already work with Facemaker for Garmin know the limitations of these watches. You have to be careful, and all the watch faces must be optimized to the max. Always, all images merged. The less images you have, the better. And as you can see here, it's working. You just can't have too many images or too many options. And by the way, let me just show you here what is happening. So Facemaker generated this image, or rather this watch face, on the temporary folder on the Facemaker installation path. And if you open the folder, you have all the source code here for the watch face. And if we come in here and take a look at the view file, now you see this is the source code for the watch face that we have just created. Now see here, all these time zones are added to the code, and this really, it's too heavy for the watch. So remember, if you had time zones to your watch face, try to keep in mind that you can't really have many more data types showing at the same time. So I could perfectly have heart rate and steps and calories here if I didn't have the dual time zone down here, or you have to make sacrifices and remove those you won't need. Okay, so this was a rectangular watch face for Garmin, the first one for the Garmin Venu X1. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!